everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make butter chicken in a very simple and easy way. We're going to start with red chili powder. So I usually would put 2 to 3 teaspoons of that and add salt to taste, of course. So it's totally up to you. We're going to have some kasuri methi, which is going to be added right at the end once the dish is completed. And of course, never forgetting the tomatoes, about 4 to 6 diced tomatoes. And this is what changes the color of the butter chicken, so you don't need fake red coloring. And of course, like I said, this is for beginners, so I'm going to pick up a packet there of tandoori mix. You can find this in any local store. And lemon, we're not going to put the whole thing in, it's just for some lemon juice drops. And we have some cardamom, I'm going to put about 7 or 8 of them. And yogurt, you're going to add 1 tablespoon per piece of chicken. This is for the marination. And here we are, let's go to the chicken. I prefer chicken thighs with bones. It's totally up to you what you would like to put, because I can make tandoori chicken as well. And I like unsalted butter. You can have salted butter. That's what makes the butter chicken. And here we go to the whipping cream to give it the rich taste. So here I'm going to begin by adding some of the yogurt. Like I said before, you can add 1 tablespoon per chicken, or definitely add an extra amount, because you do need enough marination paste to cover all of the chicken, depending on the size of the chicken, of course. So once you go ahead and do that, you're going to next add the spices. Like I showed you before, the box of tandoori mix. Now this you can find in any store, like I said, Walmart, Superstore, anywhere, any brand. This is for people like me who do not spend too much time in the kitchen, because let's face it, we don't know how to really cook much. So believe it or not, this is the first dish I have ever made. So once you put in those spices, you are going to mix it all together. Feel free to add more yogurt for the paste. You do not have to actually use a real lemon. You can also have those containers with lemon juice ready to go. That's what I have actually used in this video. I put, say, about 3 to 4 drops of that. You don't want it to be too sour. And here we are with the chicken. So like I said, these are chicken thighs. What I'm going to do is get a board and a knife and cut into the chicken. Reason being, I do want the marination well inside the chicken so that it gives a very good flavor and taste. Why I'm doing this is because I am planning to make tandoori chicken first, because a lot of people enjoy that. So what I do is I use the chicken for the butter chicken, and I keep a few pieces of tandoori on the side so that I can share that with everyone as well. So here I am just making cuts into the chicken. See, as I open, you have to make sure the spices are going to go right in there once you're mixing it with the marination that you've just done. Here it is, our marination with the chicken inside. So add some yogurt if you like, which is what I did. So you can do that. And I'm going to keep this in the fridge for, you can easily do this for 30 minutes. You can leave it for 30 minutes or even longer. People do it for overnight for a better flavor. So if you're hungry, 30 minutes is great. So here I'm taking a pan and I am spraying this over the foil with Pam spray. It's just easier to use that. So here I'm going to put the chicken pieces on, and this is what will end up going into the oven to heat up. So what happens is, first tandoori chicken is going to be created, and then we go ahead for the butter chicken. Now I'm going to put the tandoori chicken in the oven, and I'm going to put it for 450 Fahrenheit. You can even do it lower than that, 425 as well. I'm going to do it in intervals of 20 minutes. So after the 20 minutes, I'm going to flip the chicken and do it for another 20 minutes. Make sure it is well done. And now for the pan with my favorite thing, which is butter. So make sure we're going to melt all the butter down there and start adding the ingredients. So for the first item, I am going to add cardamom. Like I said, you can put 7 to 8 pieces. This enhances the flavor of the dish. missed a key ingredient before, which was garlic and ginger. I need to chop those into tiny pieces and put it into this pan. You can also use ginger garlic paste as well, but I decided to use just 2 cloves of garlic and a few little slices of ginger. And we need to make sure that it fries into its light brown, golden brown color. Now as you can see, the ginger and garlic has turned a light brown. So now I'm going to just add the tomatoes and fry them all together. Make sure all the flavor gets in there into the tomatoes. So you're going to fry this for about 3 to 4 minutes. So once the tomatoes are all ready, I'm going to make sure it cools down first before I transfer it into the blender to make it into a paste. Once that's done, I'll add my favorite thing one more time, add a little bit more butter. I know it's a little fattening, but I don't mind. So then I'm going to use a little strainer there and put in the paste we have just made from the blender. I'm going to just show you a quick example of it because it's not easy recording yourself. So I'm going to take my spoon there and I'm going to move it around and make sure I get the paste out without getting any clumps of ginger or garlic or cardamom. And now here we go, it's all nicely coming together. This is pieces of chicken that I have cut out of the tandoori chicken, diced them actually because I do not like to add bones at all. So I'm just going to add that into the paste we have just made and give it a nice good mix because it does have to cook for a few more minutes all together. And here I'm going to just add some salt. I just did 1 teaspoon of salt because it's not my favorite. And of course some red chili powder. Now the tandoori mix already has spices to it, so it is already spicy. So I'm just going to put 1 teaspoon as well. But it's up to you how you would like it to taste. And the key ingredient is whipping cream. I usually put half a carton of that. I really enjoy the texture of the butter chicken. I know a lot of you who know how to make this dish must be thinking, what is she doing? But trust me, it tastes absolutely delicious. So that's what you can do, and make sure you mix it really well together. Almost ready, and we're just going to add the last ingredient, which is kasuri methi. I'm going to join both my hands together and rub them together to make bits and pieces of this and sprinkle it all over the butter chicken. This gives a very delicious taste to the dish. And there you have it, your butter chicken is ready. How much I have made is for about 3 people. Thank you for watching. You can also add coriander leaves right at the end for garnish. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed this dish.